Alrighty. Goes on and on and on. All right.
Oh, good. You got a lot for this one then.
I guess I do. Do you not have anything?
I don't know.
Oh. Okay. Well,
some days I feel like I don't have anything, and then some days it feels like I got a lot, and then there's nothing.
There's nothing. Okay.
It's your turn.
It is.
How do you do? We're about to unfold the story of
Frankenstein meet the Wolfman.
Who could have done this terrible thing?
Could it be the monster again? Frankenstein's monster?
No, the monster was burned to death with Dr. Frankenstein. He wasn't killed by the monster. An animal bit her to death. I saw the wound on her throat.
What animals are around here that can kill people?
Well, we've warned you.
You've been warned. Welcome back to Frankenstein Minute. That's the podcast that dissects the Universal Frankenstein film series minute by minute. But you already knew that. I'm Thom Lang.
And you already knew that.
I did.
And I'm Bill Evenson.
And I knew that.
And you join us for minute 16 of the Universal film Night of Evil, a.k.a.
There's Always Tomorrow, Destiny.
The Return of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, 1942, 1943, and if you join us, how smooth was that?
Fantastic.
If you join us on Thursday, December 18th, we're celebrating the airing of the episode Coronas of the Sun on BBC One in 1965.
I mean, who doesn't celebrate
60
that?
years ago today. That's The Daleks' Master Plan, episode 6. If you join us on Friday, like a normal person, we are mourning the death of Barton Yarbrough,
who
played
died. Kettering in
Kettering
Frankenstein for a few minutes. And
more of a plot contrivance
than an actual character. Yeah.
Is this right? I feel like are we just always... Have I got any of these right? That's probably right.
I doubt it.
If you join us on... Barton did a fine job as Kettering. Do we know him from anything else?
Yeah, I mean, go back to Ghost of Frankenstein.
We talked about
whatever, and I listed
we had a whole Barton celebration episode.
There was a party. We made guacamole.
That's right.
We made Barton Yarbrough's famous guacamole recipe.
Salsa verde.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
If you join us on Sunday, December 21st, we are mourning the death of Roland Vance Lee, who died in 1975.
Did he? Yeah.
Roland V. Lee.
That didn't make the papers like when Chaney, Glenn Strange, Karloff.
Well,
I wouldn't have known who he was probably in 70. Well, no, that's not true. I would have
75.
I would have known who he was. I just wouldn't have.
What would you have known him for most of all?
For Son of Frankenstein.
Yeah, that great film that I love.
It's a decent film.
It's not incompetently directed, although you might think it was incompetently edited.
Yeah, it's just there's too much. It's too long. It's too slow.
It's the best performance of Bela Lugosi.
Yeah, I will absolutely agree with that.
If you join us on Monday, December 22nd, we are mourning the death of Jack Otterson, and I don't even know who that is.
Jack Otterson did the production design for Son of Frankenstein.
Oh, well,
those funky sets and everything.
He died in 1991 on the 16th anniversary of... Have I done the math there right? Let's just assume I did.
The airing
of Roland V. Lee's death.
The airing of Doctor Who episode.
Oh, that too.
Eddie, come on. Come here.
Also celebrating the release in 1944 on Monday, December 22nd of what was released in 1944 in December.
The Mummy's Curse.
Wow, I think you did this. We should just do this. We should just do an episode of you guessing. That's insane to me. I would never have got. But to me, the Mummy movie names don't mean anything.
Oh, I suppose. Yeah.
I tend to just watch them as a block, and I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah, you want to let him
what happens from one to the next. So he's perfectly comfortable going up the stairs.
Oh, sure. This is coming down. He's a little freaked out.
I think I talked about this. I banged up my knee a few months ago, and then Izzy and I were equally reticent to go down the stairs.
Yeah.
Up, no problem. We're also mourning the deaths. This is a big day for the podcast. Monday, December 22nd. Take the day off of work. We usually do because there's a lot of things to mourn.
Unlucky day for all these people.
In addition to the release of The Mummy's Curse, which we don't mourn.
No, that's actually one of the better ones. It's the last one.
Okay.
It kind of breaks with the continuity, but who cares?
Does it break with the continuity?
Yeah, because they all took place in New England.
And now it's in New Orleans?
Which I think adds a little extra sauce to the mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something that I guess I can't possibly explain that makes sense to have the Mummy in New Orleans.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
it sort of makes sense.
Anything else in New Orleans? Or did they put vampires there sometimes?
The Interview with the Vampire.
Interview with the Vampire is
Yeah.
probably the one. Okay.
Also,
But in addition to all those other things that we are mourning, we are also mourning the death in 1933. William Dyer.
Oh, really?
He's the
gravedigger in Frankenstein.
He
really?
spits on his hands. He lights his pipe, and he
lights a match on his ass, and he.
That's right. Lights a match on his ass. Yes, that's we lost you too soon.
Much too soon.
Couldn't come back for Bride.
No,
he was dead.
He and Frederick Kerr.
Frederick Kerr
Yep.
had been lost. In real life, we're recording this on November. What is today? The 22nd. I think.
Yeah. Yep. Yes.
Oh, okay. So we already covered this.
Yeah.
Yesterday was the anniversary of the release of Frankenstein, and I saw on Facebook that Mike Herman said he still thinks it's the best one. It's better than Bride. I just hit like, and then I thought of all kinds of things to say, but I guess I'll just say, and I bet you'll agree, they're both really great. Like if you pick one or the other, I don't have any problem.
Right, I don't either. Basically, it's whichever one I've seen last is the best.
I think that's right. And the one I saw last was Bride because I saw it in a theater just a couple of months ago.
Yeah, I saw it on TV a while back.
But that's how I feel about William Dyer. I think he's great. I think that opening is fucking great.
That whole opening sequence is fantastic.
And it's got that great falsity to it where it doesn't look real at all.
I'm not going to call it falsity. I will say like a theatricality. Or sort of stylized. Bride much more so. Bride is extremely stylized. There's only a couple shots that are shot
did they
actually
go outside,
outdoors.
But I remember them.
They're on the lot.
On the lot, yeah. All right. But then on Tuesday, we mourn again.
Wow.
The death of David Manners.
Oh.
Who's David Manners?
David Manners is not in any of the Frankenstein films, but he's
true.
A big presence in the early Laemmle years. He's in Dracula. He's in The Black Cat. He's in The Mummy. He's in The Mummy. And he's great in The Mummy. I like him in The Mummy.
I love him in Dracula. I just still always think of that scene where she's going cuckoo on the deck there, or the porch, and he just throws the newspaper down and walks up screen. I just think it's so great. It takes me out of the movie. It's so good at that moment because she's just being a nut, and he's like, fuck this. And he kind of brings that tone in a way for me. Maybe it's just because I've seen that, but then I feel that tone in The Black Cat. I don't know if he's doing that in The Black Cat. In The Black Cat, he's kind of hapless, but
yeah, he's sort of. He's in over his head in all of these.
Yeah,
that's the way the character's written. But I think he's a little more headstrong in Dracula.
Yeah, that's probably right.
And a little bit in The Mummy, a little less so. But in
The Black Cat, it goes along with a lot of shit.
Bewildered, like what in the fuck are you? Yeah.
Why would you? And notoriously didn't watch any of these movies or like them at
David
all.
J. Skall interviewed him in the 70s.
Yeah.
He was willing to talk about them. He just didn't want to watch them.
Yeah.
Because he said to Skall that, I've never seen Dracula.
Yeah.
And Skall said, well, I can get you a tape of it if you want. Like, no, not interested. Couldn't care less.
One of the things about that's so fascinating to me is he is on the set and doing most of the scenes with Karloff and Lugosi in The Black Cat. So he's on that set with that director, with those actors.
Right.
And to us, that's like I don't know, if you had a time machine, I don't know if you could do much better than go there.
Right.
Just an insane thing happening.
Maybe see the Marx Brothers on Broadway.
Well,
that
there's a
might
lot
have
of
been.
things you could do.
Yeah.
We are also mourning the release. No, that doesn't make any sense. We're also celebrating the anniversary of the release of Island of Lost Souls in 1932. Oh, I didn't do the quiz. You would never have gotten that, probably.
Probably not.
Who knows? Yeah, maybe you would have 32.
And you know who directed that?
I can't remember.
Earl Kenton.
Oh, okay.
Of Ghost of Frankenstein fame.
Well,
which is so odd that Ghost of Frankenstein looks so bland and is so bland, whereas Island of Lost Souls is a pretty crazy journey.
It's a crazy journey, but it's maybe better suited to that style, because my thing when I watch it, and I haven't watched it in a while, is I think it's two guys talking most of the time. They're just they're talking over here, then they walk into another room, and then they're talking over there.
There's some of that. But certainly,
but it's fascinating. No, in a good way. when you get to like Lugosi in that, I feel like his role is to stand 3 feet from the camera and yell things
yeah,
with shit all over his face.
Worst, with what Tom Weaver called artless clumps of hair.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
that's exactly what it is. He turned down Frankenstein because he didn't want to wear the makeup, but he's more than happy to have hair thrown at him.
Okay, first we're gonna pour honey all over you,
and then we're gonna throw hair at you.
We should do a commentary.
Yeah, do it. That's great.
I like this. We should do a commentary of that movie that we both, I think, love.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And just mock it relentlessly because it's that movie. I don't think there's a movie that I feel the same way about, that I could mock everything about it and still love it. Also, we're mourning the loss of Patrick Knowles, who was in a film called Night of Evil.
Yep.
And he was really good in that.
Good in that, yeah.
And that's all. And then Wednesday, if you join us on Wednesday, it's Christmas Eve.
Yep.
And we celebrate the birth of Franz Waxman.
Yeah.
He was born in 1906.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he did Bride.
Yeah, so he was only 29 when he did the Bride score?
I don't know, 1906 to... Yeah, okay. All right, sure.
Wow, that's...
Is that good? I don't know.
I guess. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I don't know much about composing music. I just think it's a very impressive score.
He brought exactly what was needed to Bride.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Follow us on Patreon.
Sure.
Okay. What do you want to do now?
I got to go do some yard work. I don't know.
Minute. It's nice out still. Yeah. Minute 16.
Yeah. We open on another unflattering angle of Cheney's chin, which was the shot at the end of last week's, where he said he did something last night. We're left in suspense this whole time.
Yeah. What happened
what
last
did
night?
he do last night?
Did he nocturnal emissions?
Is that
what that's called? What is that?
Yeah, it is.
He doesn't look this bad. Maybe for the rest of the movie. Actually, this is kind of this
whole sequence
is where
he's lying down and we're shooting up at his chin, and it's
later he looks downright handsome and
svelte and
maybe a little more svelte.
Yeah. Well, you want to know what he did, Bill?
I do. If you know what he did, if you could tell me,
I will tell you. He says, "I killed someone."
I like that very much. It's a cool way of saying it. But in the script, he says, "Last night I killed a constable," which is... I'm going to talk about the script a lot for the next couple of weeks.
That's fine.
But there are a lot of little subtle differences that sort of add up to a more coherent conversation, I think.
Okay.
And this is one of them. But I prefer I killed someone.
Yeah.
Because just of the
starkness of it.
It's like saying if I said, I killed a vagrant, you'd be like, oh, I see. You're downplaying it in some way.
Yeah.
Or I killed a constance. What are you going to do? The occasional constable.
Dime a dozen.
Who among us?
Who hasn't, really? I mean, since everything's on the table,
wait. Let's take some things off the table, if you don't mind.
Okay.
We'll get thrown off of. There you go.
Yeah.
We'll get thrown off of YouTube again.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
There you go.
It's interesting because him saying "I killed a constable" points to the fact that he is very cognizant of what he's doing as the Wolfman.
Yes, I completely agree with that too. Yes,
which we don't often get.
Yes,
he knows he killed someone, but usually it's kind of fuzzy.
It seems more fuzzy,
so to speak.
Well, and that's why it's better. I think this line is better, but it makes it more coherent as the minute goes on.
As the conversation continues.
Yeah.
Mannering is preparing the bandage. The wound looks a little more pronounced than it did previously on his forehead.
Yes, definitely true. You can actually see a wound that looks like it might be a wound.
It's a good Jack Pierce
instead
scar.
of a scar from 10 years ago.
Right. Yeah, it looks fresh. And Mannering,
but it's still just a line. It's not
No,
it's not like Evil Dead or
there's a few shots where you can see that it has like a ridge around it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's not just a line painted.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, it's like General
Burkhalter
on Hogan's Heroes. Got a little piece of grease paint.
Or no, I can't think of it. But yeah, I just mean it's not like graphic.
No.
Weird like that. There's enough blood pouring down.
It doesn't need.
Which I think you could have done a drop of blood.
You had a trickle, but
trickle.
The production code frowns upon that.
Was there a production code going in 40 through?
Oh, very much so. Yeah,
I suppose so.
Started in 34 and didn't end till like the late 60s.
Okay.
when they started to adopt the ratings system that we have now.
Hey, what do you think about that? Suddenly, I'm just going to go completely off kilter.
Perfect.
We just want this to be the longest episode.
They've all been.
They found most of
the cat creeps.
Cat creeps, and if you read the article, I didn't know this. You might have known this. Gary Rhodes had already found the complete soundtrack, the disc. People will know about this, or maybe they won't. Oftentimes in the early sound years, you would just get essentially a silent film and a disc,
a giant record. And that's how we got the line. Now I know. Now I knows what it feels like to play God.
Hey, now I knows.
It's all those MK Ultra experiments I did are coming back to haunt me now.
Well, okay, so you had said to me offline, and I wish you wouldn't talk to me when we're not recording.
Well, then don't talk to
me. Try not to. I send you shit so you can stack it up for the podcast. No, I'm totally kidding.
All right.
But I'm partially kidding. I'm not kidding. So
I said that I'm surprised that it was lost.
It does seem odd, the Universal...
Because it was a fairly sizable hit.
Yeah.
It was right in that 30-31 wheelhouse.
It seems like the story of Universal horror, as we know it, there's this weird piece missing.
Yeah.
When you go from silent, everybody knows about Lon Chaney and the silent stuff, and then all of a sudden it just goes to Frankenstein. To Dracula. But there's just this weird piece missing.
Well, there's
a missing film.
There's a couple things in between that. I mean, there's The Last Warning is sort of a very late silent movie.
Okay.
It takes place in a haunted theater. It was apparently very influential for James Whale because it's a mix of horror and comedy. And I mean, the Cat and the Canary, which is the silent version, still exists and it looks fantastic.
What year is that?
27, maybe.
So they were remaking it 3 years later.
Well, because they were going to remake it in sound. That was fairly common. There's the bat whispers.
Right.
One is silent, one is sound.
So what I think from watching the YouTube clip and reading the article, it seems like we've got a fair amount of it.
Right.
And
not
probably
all
enough
of
to
it.
do a bit of a
a
reconstruction.
They could use stills like they have done for A Star Is Born or well, London After Midnight did the whole film.
Doctor Who, they do that a lot.
Oh, do they? Okay.
To some extent.
I don't care. Whatever there is. I mean, I've seen there's a few seconds of it here and there.
Something like 2 minutes.
A couple minutes, and I love Cat and the Canary, so I really, really want to see this.
Good. Who directed The Cat Creeps?
I don't remember.
See, I'm putting you on the spot.
Paul Lenny? Was that?
Leni Riefenstahl. Yes, she did some early stuff in the 30s.
I'm going to go upstairs and start raking the yard. Rupert Julian and John Willard. Of course.
If you join us on Sunday, we're celebrating the birth of Rupert Julian and Julian Woodard.
John Willard.
John Willard. Wow. Oh, I remember Julian and Woodard from All the President's Men, of course. Yeah, they were the
ones that broke the Watergate.
Right, they broke the story.
Yep.
Deep Throat and all that.
Yep.
Woodard directed Deep Throat.
This is the first one of the day, and it's already descended into madness.
It's 100% my fault. That's not true. Some of it's your fault. You started the LSD part.
I did.
And then I took one. And
now see what happens. I cut that bit out where you took it, though.
So I see.
The incriminating
You take this out, too, and then I just sound like a madman.
All right. Mannering as he's gently bandaging Larry's wound.
Well, since you're mentioning it, I really like this a lot. I like just in movies generally, it's interesting when someone's given a bit of business, and you'll always hear the behind the scenes thing where the actor was like, "Can I be playing with the bandage or whatever?"
Right.
But in this case, I think it's especially good because we watch him apply this bandage to Larry's head as they're talking, and it adds. This is what I wrote here. It adds to our perception of him as a caring, competent physician.
Yeah, absolutely does.
It's so great, I think.
It's so real too, I think, the way he's just gently doing it and the way he's talking to them or to him. He's focused on the wound, but he is still talking to Larry.
In a great bedside manner.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, I think it's great. But you were in this room all night.
He's talking to a guy who's going a little bit off the rails again. And he's very, soothing
very patient
and patient.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. I tells you I did it. I killed someone.
Okay. I don't have that here, but
He
sure.
says, "I tell you I did it."
Yes.
It sounds like I tell you I did it.
Yeah.
Very American sounding.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because
Did we decide he's?
he went to school for 4 years in America and lost all traces of.
Okay, I don't know if we're talking about the character or the actor, but yeah, he's from Oklahoma, right?
He was born in Oklahoma.
His dad was a Hollywood guy.
Not when Creighton
Okay.
was young. I killed someone. Mannering pauses and looks concerned. But he couldn't have. He must have heard the nurses discussing it.
Yeah, that's a
Which is a
rational
thing.
that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, absolutely. That makes perfect sense.
I would say that to someone today.
Yeah.
That's not crazy. I'm trying to think when I've been awakened from a dream. 30 years ago, I jumped out of bed to save my family from an intruder and smashed into a stone bedside table that my first wife thought was appropriate to have in the bedroom. And I just put a bang, a horizontal bruise across my chest.
Nice.
And I still think about that. Like, I can kind of remember why I did that. I was really just...
Did I tell you about how the only nightmare I've ever had?
You don't have nightmares?
No, not really. I had
a nightmare last night.
Bad dreams.
About you. No. Okay.
Yeah, well, that is a nightmare. No, I have bad dreams, but not anything that's woken me up like in the movies. But one time, it was when my daughter was born.
That'll do it.
We were in bed, my wife and I had my arm around her when we fell asleep. And I was dreaming I was holding her, the daughter, as a baby. And we had this end table, really heavy, or what do you call it? Not end table, living room in front of the couch thing. Coffee table, really heavy, thick. In my dream, I was holding Zoe, and my wife rolled away from me, and that physical motion,
the baby falling out of your
I
hands.
dropped Zoe, and she just exploded on the corner of and I was screaming and screaming and screaming.
Oh,
and
my goodness.
My wife couldn't, she's slapping me, trying to get me to wake up. And
really?
Yeah, it was 40 seconds before I could snap out of it.
Jesus Christ.
I just stayed up all night.
I'm glad you told me this. I'm going to have to be more cautious.
Yeah.
All right. If you doze off, as listeners won't know this.
Yeah, we're recording this in a bed as I have my arm around Bill.
Wait a second.
If he
I wasn't going to go there, but now that you've gotten there.
Yeah, if he falls asleep and...
Tom's hand is on my microphone.
Oh, dear.
All right, let's go.
Oh, God. You're suffering from a delusion. It's true that someone was killed last night, but it happened many streets from here.
Yeah, so that's such an odd phrasing. It happened many streets from here. What I think is weird is that the script, now people will know this by now, but the script I'm talking about is from March, and there's another script that we don't have.
Yeah.
But this one says, the fact is it happened blocks from here, which is how humans talk, at least Americans.
Well, I think that's a very American thing to say.
And is that the idea?
I think so. I think that's why it was changed, because Manners was British, so perhaps he's like, well, no, a Brit would say this.
Well, that's interesting.
Instead of blocks.
But he's not playing it British. He's got the American accent.
He's got a slight British accent. Yeah, and they're in Wales.
That's true.
So
that's a good point.
So many streets from here, I think, sounds more British or European than it does American. I think blocks is something that...
All right, I like it then. Yeah.
If they were in New York or something, yeah.
So, but also this feeds into what I was talking about the I Killed a Constable, because Mannering, I was thinking it's Mannering the actor, because whenever we talk about David Manners, I get lost.
Yeah. Well, this is Patrick Knowles. So
this is Patrick Knowles playing someone whose name starts with the same 6 letters. Yep. What was I saying?
I don't even know. Again, it's the...
Oh, boy.
It's the LSD kicking in.
Oh, the LSD has kicked in. When, in the script, Larry says, I killed a constable.
Right.
And that makes it, to me, a little bit more sensible that Mannering immediately responds with, yes, it's true, but it happened many blocks from here, streets from here, it doesn't matter. It's a little bit less coherent to me in the film. I think this is what I'm going to talk about this week and a little bit next week, is things seem slightly more incoherent, but I might like them better. I might like the decisions better for the most part.
I don't know that they're incoherent. It's not as...
Well, someone got killed. Well, people get killed.
He knew that.
That someone got killed?
Someone got killed. Because he said, it's true.
Someone got killed?
It's true someone was killed, but that was,
I wouldn't jump to that, and I live in Inver Grove Heights. I would assume that he's talking about...
I don't think there's a lot of brutal murders in Cardiff, is what I'm saying.
Have you been to Cardiff?
Not lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to Wales.
I want to go to Wales because that's a lot of my ancestry is from there.
Yeah.
All right. Moreover, he says, very doctorly,
I like that.
moreover, it was attacked by some sort of wild animal.
Yep.
And as Mannering is very carefully trying to finish taping the bandage, Larry starts to sit up.
It's actually timed really well.
Whoa, take it easy, man. I'm fixing your wound.
It's actually timed really
it
well.
It is really
He gets it just in time. He gets the last
piece of tape. Yep.
Yeah.
That's just it. I turn into an animal.
You and 20 million guys.
Exactly.
I mean, everybody, I don't know. I don't even have it written.
I almost said it as we were watching
everybody.
it.
I shouldn't say everybody, but I guess
Monster
it
Kids
just stands to reason.
Fans of these
people
movies,
like you and I watching this minute by minute.
Anytime he says that,
you're kind of, you and 20 million other guys.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what this is. If they don't know what this is,
you'll find out in about 4 years.
Well,
5 years, maybe.
At the rate we're going. I guess there's some people that might not know.
We'll just leave it at that.
Like my family will listen to this, and my friends that don't know all these films.
At this point, Lestrade enters and crosses through the ward, and it looks a lot emptier than it did previously.
Completely. Yeah.
Like everybody's out of there.
Yeah.
Because, a guy turned into a wolf in the middle of the night. Yeah, I'm checking out.
Maybe.
I don't know.
That's perfect. I love it. Doctor, I'm feeling much better.
Yeah. As he's putting his pants on and grabbing his stuff.
Thanks for everything.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Talbot, have you decided to remember your real name, you asshole?
Yeah, it's good, but I think it could be better because it sounds like, well, Mr. Talbot, decided to remember your real name? This is kind of an odd phrasing because he says his name.
Yeah.
So I would think you would play it more sarcastically like, well, Mr.
Talbot.
Yeah, exactly. And interestingly enough, in the script, it's slightly different, which I think would work better for that, at least, which is, well, Mr. Talbot, did you decide to remember who you are?
Yeah, see,
I think that would play slightly better.
Yeah.
But again,
Same
I kind of like it the way it is because the character isn't someone that we're supposed to, I don't know if respect is the right word, but he's Lestrade. He's the guy that's been like, that comes in and bungles it, kind of. Yeah. So this kind of contributes to that.
It does. There's a nice shot as he enters and crosses. The camera pans with him. There's like a nice valve and pipe thing, cuts through the frame, and it's nice and shadowy.
Again, they're making a film called Frankenstein.
I know, right? And they didn't know that at the time. They were making Night of Evil, so they thought, let's make.
They're like, movie. Oh yeah, this is Citizen Kane. This is going to be great.
Yep.
Like Return of the Jedi was called Blue Harvest on all the paperwork.
Yep.
You know about that?
Yeah. It was.
This one was called Citizen Kane 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Strangely enough, Electric Boogaloo. That's where that comes from.
It does, yeah. That's where that whole trope comes from.
What even is the name of that?
Breakin', not breaking.
Yes,
Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, the Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo. People don't know the title is a reference to this film.
Yeah,
where they called it Citizen Kane 2 Electric Boogaloo.
A long afternoon.
Oh no, that might be an early day. Maybe we'll call it. Okay.
That's not a bad idea. Mr. Talbot seems to have heard about the unfortunate constable last night. It's disturbing him, says Mannering.
Yep.
So he's still calling him Mr. Talbot. They both are.
True.
I mean, they don't have anything else to call him.
Okay, so that's interesting. I consider these two characters to have completely different approaches.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's why I say, well, Mr. Talbot, did you decide to remember your real name? That's Lestrade. I can't call him anything else. It's impossible.
Yep.
And Mannering is, and we'll see this a little bit later, actually. I think next week, there's a little bit, it's even more stark.
Yeah.
But he's
much more sympathetic to Larry.
Yeah, he's kind of handling the situation the way you'd hope it would be handled.
Like an adult professional.
Honestly, this is kind of something that is talked about in modern time. Today, Mamdani talked about it when he was with Trump, actually, about bringing the police to a mental health situation. Right. And this is we're actually seeing this dynamic play out.
Right.
And that's why I think it's totally reasonable for Mannering to call him Talbot.
A lot of that,
that's his name, and we're just trying to get
a lot of that currently started with the George Floyd incident.
Certainly did.
And I worked for the city of Minneapolis, so I see a lot of documentation about they're forming new departments and really trying to facilitate that. And kind of, if there's a mental health aspect to a situation, the police are not the ones that you want to have there.
Right.
Larry sits up, but he doesn't understand. There's a curse on me.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
That's the way loopy people talk. I don't want to use the wrong phraseology.
Yeah.
I think we're men of a certain age, and you know words like crazy and insane and lunatic. And
they've always
they don't
kind of
age well.
They've rubbed me the wrong way for a very long time.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
Seemed very insensitive.
And we're going to get a lot of that.
Yep.
In the coming.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But you have to. I guess I want to almost forgive it as something. You have to have some frame of reference, and I feel like this film at least tries through the role of Mannering to shave the edges off of some of that.
Right. I changed into a wolf, he says, and here again, I actually wrote down this time you and 20 million other guys.
Oh, okay, all right, there you go, perfect.
Because the wolf part of it is the joke.
That's almost exactly the right line, isn't it?
Yeah.
I turn into a wolf. Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Is it exactly right?
Something
like that.
I think so.
I'll put up a YouTube video where we play them both back to back, and we'll get all kinds of views, and then we'll drop off the map.
Okay. Mannering and Lestrade exchange glances.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Yeah.
That's good editing, good
good
blocking,
good acting,
directing, good acting. Yep. Yeah, it really works
really well.
Very well. I like that
agree.
a lot.
Yeah.
It's great.
So far it is. So far it's been a great movie. And then
Lestrade says,
when he says it almost sympathetically at this point, it's a bit difficult to believe, my good man.
Well, here's what I wrote.
He doesn't jump all over him about it.
I wrote, I love this line.
Yeah.
Larry's being treated with as much respect as a loopy, drunken vagrant scraped off the sidewalk and impersonating a dead person could possibly expect.
There you go. You nailed it.
It's true.
Yeah.
Owen is... this is exactly what you would want him to say.
Yeah.
It's a bit difficult to believe, my good man.
Yeah, he doesn't get out the rubber hose and tell us the truth.
As we'll see, that hose is...
It's not too far off.
Not too far off, but what are you going to do?
Yep. He's almost compassionate. Larry sits forward, opens his shirt. You see this scar? You know where he got that scar? Mary Ellen Moffat. She broke his heart.
Oh, man. I love it. Yeah. Should we just leave it? Did you look up the name?
No, I remembered it.
You remember that name?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. See that scar? I thought it was a third nipple.
Could have been.
I wrote that.
Well, and we talked about Chaney's physique a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And here it's interesting because the camera judiciously pushes in on him as he's undoing his shirt.
I think it's silly.
So it's ridiculous. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And
for me.
And before I
forget.
Yeah. It contradicts the Wolf Man where the scars had healed like by the next day.
Oh, does that happen?
Yeah, because like Warren William plays the doctor and he's like, oh, these wounds shouldn't have healed this quickly.
Interesting.
Now he did have the pentagram, which has disappeared completely from the films.
So do we think it's that?
I think it's just a continuity error.
What do you mean a continuity error?
That the scar...
Oh, okay. Well, I guess.
The scar is still there.
So what does it mean that they don't show it? Just
that I don't know.
Lazy.
Lazy, or Chaney didn't want to show his flabby...
It honestly... Well, he does... Well, we'll talk about this in a couple of weeks. But honestly, it bugs me. It does take me out of the movie.
It's always driven me crazy.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
And I wrote here Reservoir Dogs. There's that scene in Reservoir Dogs where he cuts the guy's ear off. And the camera moves away. It just simply slides to the other side of the room while he does this.
Yeah.
And I think that is complete brilliance compared to this. I think it's like an early Tarantino talking about violence in movies to you as you're watching.
Yeah.
And I think that's brilliant. But here,
and
it does take you out of it. That's what I guess I'm saying. Both times you're like, wait, what the fuck is this?
How brilliant it is, because it took me completely out of the scene.
And that's, I guess, why I'm using it as a comparison. Here, it's just worthless. And there, at least,
pointless.
I feel like it's making a statement.
It's trying to, and I think, this is pointless.
Yeah, we both hate it. All right.
This movie sucks.
Well, I mean, we're at minute 16. And I finally am willing to say something is just dumb in this fucking movie. I think I've been lavishing praise upon this film, and time's up.
It's terrible.
Now it's all trash.
Shit. All right. Got any more questions, wise ass? What? Is that
Eddie?
No.
I don't know what that sound is.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'll tell you what I do want to do, though.
I think that sound can only mean...
Do you think?
One thing.
One. Yeah. Well, it's probably
just one.
Just the one thing.
Just the one thing.
Okay. Well, that'll be
time for the ever popular segment of our show. Back by popular demand. Got any wise ass questions? Wise asses. Brought to you by Patreon.
Oh man, you're doing this great. Now you just signed up.
I did. No, you take it.
Oh
my God!
The thing will auto play the minute when I pull it up.
What the hell?
Yeah, sign up on patreon.com/Frankenstein Minute and click the box for the wise ass comments.
$5 a month level.
Contribute at the $5 a month level. And what happens is we don't even know when we're going to record these episodes sometimes. So you got to keep an eye out, and I'll send out the emails, and you got to jump on it because you got to get your comment. Oh my God, this is just. Can we just let's start over. Let's do minute 16 over again.
Yeah, all right.
How do you do? We're about to unfold the story of
Frankenstein, Wolf, the Wheat Man.
Who could have done this terrible thing?
Could it be the monster again? Frankenstein's monster?
No, the monster was burned to death with Dr. Frankenstein. He wasn't killed by the monster. An animal bit her to death. I saw the wound on her throat.
What animals are around here that can kill people?
We've warned you.
You've been warned.
Dino Stamatopoulos writes.
All right.
Really? The early 40s war years couldn't show a scar?
Yep, see? Exactly.
A pretty little star on that barrel-chested throne?
Yes.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's exactly right.
I'm so glad I didn't read this before.
Yeah,
Because we were both saying this is where it all falls apart.
Yep.
And also, did they have to push in?
Yeah,
totally. That only telegraphed the censorship.
Mm-hmm.
Just start with a closer shot so we don't see what cowards you are.
Yep.
Do you dare to show me the scar, Universal? Apparently they can't. Yeah. Fucking totally exactly what we've been saying.
Yep.
I'm glad first comment out of the box because it's just dumb.
We love these Universal horrors, right? Obviously, we're here talking about them. Everybody listening is a huge fan, but I think other studios at the same time, and certainly in the 30s, were willing to push it further. Certainly Island of Lost Souls, which we talked about earlier, pushes it further.
Right.
Warner Brothers did Dr. X and Mystery of the Wax Museum. They push things further than Universal does.
But have we reached that era where...
But now everybody's kind of...
Everybody just wants
to... Well, I think and Universal...
Well, you want to kind of churn these out, right? You don't want to cause any trouble.
Right. But meanwhile, at RKO, you had Val Lewton making masterpieces out of nothing. And they didn't show more. They implied it.
What does that say?
They were more artfully made.
By this point, yes, it does say that for sure. Yeah. And why? Because by this point, Universal is old enough that the owners have been bought out by a corporate behemoth.
Yeah. Yep. And it's commerce. I mean, it's not show art, it's show business, right? So these are made to make money, and spend as little on them doing so as possible.
So that's the era we're in, and we're going to sit in that era for the rest of this podcast.
Well, I think the last one...
Maybe, yeah, well, that's true. But that's what I love about this era is that you still have, like I've been talking about it for 15 weeks about how great this film is in despite of itself.
Despite of the fact that it's Frankenstein meets the Wolfman.
Yeah, it's called Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. Thank you, Dino.
Yes.
Vincent writes, I just don't say his last name. Vincent Hannum writes, Talbot, there's a curse upon me. I change into a wolf. Mannering and Owen exchange a look as if to say, you and 20 million other guys. Yeah. All right. Well, no fault of yours, Vincent, but we already did that one twice this minute. Thank you, Vincent.
I mean, it's obvious. You can't not.
Okay, so I don't know how to read things that are... some things are responses to other things. But clearly, Mike Herman here, he says, especially when we saw it in The Wolfman. So I think that's a response to Dino or somebody. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what's weird about it.
Yeah, because in The Wolfman, now that he mentions that, he does open his shirt and you see the pentagram.
Yep.
So it is weird.
Could have used that shot almost.
Just about, except he's in a different set and different clothes. But that doesn't seem to matter.
Never seemed to matter.
Doesn't matter with The Wolfman.
Yeah, so. The Wolfman, you can do whatever you want. Thanks, Mike. Stephen Holm, I'm going to guess Holm, writes, renaming murder victims as if they are comic characters in a PG Wodehouse novel, parentheses, The Unfortunate Constable, should be reinstated immediately. The hapless hairdresser is far less upsetting than second confirmed victim of the Manson cult, for just one example.
Yeah, there we go. Nice.
Well,
See,
welcome to the
back.
Patreon. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
The Unfortunate Constable. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Steve.
And of course, the what do you call it? Unfortunate hairdresser. What did he say?
The hapless hairdresser. Yeah.
Jay Sebring, if you're wondering.
Jay Sebring?
Yeah, he was.
But he doesn't get killed?
Yeah.
Oh, Sebring is the one that gets, yes.
Yeah.
Sebring gets killed.
Yeah.
I was thinking of it. Who's the other guy? Oh, it doesn't matter.
What are you talking about? Everybody
somebody
there got
lives.
killed.
Doesn't somebody live?
No, not at the Tate.
Oh, he does get them all, does it? Or they
all
get
5
them
of
all.
them
Okay,
died.
that's right. I'm thinking there is one guy who like lives in a house by the gate.
Oh yeah, he's in the guest house. He was like the caretaker, and he lived. But he thought he heard something, but he was listening to music and kind of drowned it out.
The hapless hairdresser. All right.
Background
noise comic, aka John Hazard.
I think so.
Writes, I'm sure you guys have mentioned this, and there you go. No. Comma, or maybe you're way more mature than I am, comma. Well,
I don't know about that. I mean, if you've listened to any other episode other than, yeah.
But it always sounds so silly to me the way all the English men, parentheses, or the Lanwellians, pronounce his name as Talbot. Talbot. It belies the quiet dignity that Lon Chaney Jr. so rightfully deserves. Or rightly deserved. Talbot. I hadn't thought about it at all. No.
I think that's the actual pronunciation.
Talbot,
not Talbot.
I guess. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
There's Talbot.
Talbot. The French.
Yes,
the French
say. In the French Wolfman, he's called Talbot.
Talbot.
God, I hope there's a French audio track.
now we've got to find it.
And that's it.
That's it. Well, we're at an hour and a half, so it's plenty good.
Is that true?
No, just over an hour.
Make sure to join the Frankenstein Minute Village on Facebook. Like every 3 to 6 months, one of us will log in and see that people have posted things. Somebody just posted something about this guy from the Del Toro Frankenstein.
Yeah, Jacob.
And I saw you liked it and commented on it. I don't have any idea how long it was sitting in there. Because you log in, sometimes you go, oh, I approve of it.
I usually check it Friday.
Oh, okay. Well, then it must not have been too long.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I should leave that to you then.
Fine.
Because I approved a bunch of people to join the group. They're probably all a bunch of
Oh, then we get all kinds of...
Yeah, keep an eye on that.
I have blocked and deleted a bunch of things, so yeah.
Me too. Yeah, all right. We're really selling it. Join the Frankenstein Minute Village.
I will ignore you completely.
To see like stupid porn clips and people selling
sunglasses. And,
In a half an hour, the moon will rise, and I'll turn into a wolf.
You and 20 million other guys.